with Lady Bison soccer coach Greg Harris. Coach, always great to see you
Good to
and
see
your
you.
team back together. Just what is it like to get the group back together?
Well, it's special. I mean, it's something we've been all waiting for a couple of weeks, and a lot of texts and calls over the last 2 or 3 weeks before, and everybody was ready to get back, and they came in good health, good shape, and excited about this new year.
And obviously success last year. And what do you take from that as far as leading into this year?
Well, we come back with a lot of experience, and so we come back with some players that have been there, that have, won a couple of championships, but the team's totally different. And, that's one of the things that you learn, and each year is a new puzzle, and you have to figure this out. But, we don't go into it without pieces. I mean, we have the pieces to make it work, and we're excited. So we've been putting this thing together over the last 2 or 3 days, and trying to piece it together, and still got a lot of question marks, but they're good questions. Good questions.
What are you really looking for in fall camp before you get ready for the preseason and then the season?
One, we're looking at our team and just kind of who are they? What are they? What's kind of their makeup? I like the way that this team has been competing. This team has a different kind of fight than actually some of the past teams have had, as well as good talent. And so those are things that we look at. And then how do they fit together? Who fits best where? Who might we move that may have even played in a different position over the last couple of years, but may now fit somewhere else for us. So those are all things that we're looking. When you look at the total package of this team and the ladies that we bring in with the ladies that we have here already, how does this team fit?
And when you look at the coaches poll, it's already out, number two as far as the ranking. And what do you put into the coaches polls?
Nothing, nothing at all. I mean, we do it, we send it in, but I don't necessarily know exactly what everybody has. You have a little bit of an idea, but you don't know, and you don't know how that's all going to fit together. And when we sent that in, I had yet to see my team, so. We don't put much into that. It's kind of a neat deal for everybody to look at before season, but we kind of looked at it and said, here it is, all right, fine, and we hadn't thought about it since.
And you talked about returners. Talk about some of those returners that you're really going to rely on heavily.
Well, we're blessed with a great group. You're looking at your front line with Carly Stevens and Morgan Springborn and Rachel Bacon and Megan Ogburn and Amelia Grizel, and I mean, good night. You got 5, 6 returning forwards. Bethany in the middle of the park, Samantha J, Emma Chilton, who's now in the middle of the park also. So you're looking at a good experience there, juniors, seniors. And then your back line with Madeline Reeder and Cece Phillips, Yuri Richardson, and then Michelle Morgan, who as a freshman last year played some really important minutes for us, is excellent. And then you have the MVP of the conference tournament in goal, who is fighting for her spot with another young freshman that has come in. So the neat thing too about this team is they're all competing for jobs right now, old players and new players. And so that's the neat part about this team. Everybody had to come in and knew they had to compete right away.
You talked about the league now, the Great American Conference. Talk about your non-conference schedule.
I mean, it's just a beast. I mean, we have 3 teams from the MIAA on four teams from the MIAA on our schedule. So you start out with the MIAA Great American Conference Challenge up in St. Joseph, Missouri, with Emporia First and Missouri Western, 2 physical teams that are always kind of really hovering right around the top, but kind of just been mid-level, but are looking to break their way into the top of that MIAA conference. And then you go into A&M Commerce down there, who's always a top 25 NCAA tournament team. Missouri Southern, who is new coach, new system. Chris McNaughton up there has done a great job already, and that's not going to be easy. His teams are always tough to play. And then you have UAPB, who's always a physical game also with us, and then not to forget Northeastern State, who is a top team in the MIAA, and we go there on a Friday night and have to play in front of that crowd, and that's never an easy place to go and never an easy team to play.
Picture day is behind us, so
Yes.
now it's really time to go to work, isn't it?
It's time to go to work. You know, we all enjoyed it. We worked the first 2 or 3 days, and then, you know, take a little time, breathe, enjoy, get everybody in their uniforms looking nice and everything. And now it's time to get gritty again, and we go from there.
All right, Coach, always great to see you,
Yes.
and best of luck this season.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Billy.
With Coach Greg Harris and the Lady Bison soccer team, I'm Billy Morgan.